Tonight, from a jam-packed Jordan-Hare Stadium on the Plains in southeastern Alabama, the number 13th ranked Auburn Tigers play host to cross-state rival, the Alabama Crimson Tide, at what is affectionately known as the Iron Bowl, the 62nd time they will have met.
Great days ahead for Alabama with all these freshmen playing on defense.
Third down. They need to take the football to the 37.5-yard line. Clock shows 3:12 left to play. Blitz up the middle. Pressure is on. Pass is in and out of the hands of Bailey.
Now, Ron.
Well, they're calling for the punt team.
I don't think this is a bad move at all. I really don't. But they're going to have to stop Alabama. They got to pin them down. They need a field goal to win. They still have 2 timeouts. I don't think this is a bad move at all.
Fourth down. As we said, they need to take it just inside the 38-yard line, so it's about 13.5 yards. And Holmes will see if he can get a good pooch kick away. Hanging spiral. Going to bound at the 20, and it's just going to die right there inside the 20-yard line.
Alabama needs a first down to put this away. Auburn needs a stop.
Pickens letting that play clock get all the way down to 3, down to 2. Pitcher John Alexander. Pressure. Can he turn the corner? Yes. Has the first down as he'll take it across the 30 out to the 34. And credit Ed Sissom, number 33, the fullback, with paving the way for the first down. And they are in hurt right now. 51 seconds and down to 50. Kitchen reverses it out, throws the ball to Sissom, loses the football. Auburn recovers at the 33. Quentin Reese comes up with the football.
And it's going to come down to Jared Holmes. Deciding to throw the screen on third down.
And it was Martavius Houston who knocked it loose.
Auburn's.
Well, Adrian, on the one that he kicked, there was 37, and he was very strong on that one. But the weather has changed just a little bit as this game is going on, and he does have just a little bit of a breeze.
You know, the coaches at Auburn talked about yesterday. They said every game, it's a game of. It's going to be a game of this field goal kick right here.
So here's the ball game. 21 seconds left. Holmes to attempt the field goal from the left hash mark. Good pass. Got the distance. He is good. One more look. Jared Holmes, 2 timeouts. Well, Mike, how much pressure?
Well, he nailed it right down the middle. They're going to try the field goal. His first career field goal attempt. I can't think of a tougher place and a tougher time.
A 57-yard attempt for the Alabama win. A.J. Diaz. Good pass. Ball is down. Does he have the distance? No. It is in the end zone. Short. And the Auburn Tigers have come from behind to win. Again, the final score. Auburn 18 and Alabama 17.
Scott Field in Starkville is sold out for this annual battle in state between Mississippi State and the Ole Miss Rebels. It's senior day in Starkville. Both of these teams are bowl eligible, but both believe they have to win today to make sure they go into postseason play.
Maybe that's planned.
Yeah, make it a 37-yard field goal attempt is where they mark it. 5:54 to go in the game. Lindsay, it's blocked. It's blocked by Eric Brown. And it's picked up and run down the sideline by Isel McGill. Defensive play by the Bulldogs.
Boy, you think of those little things that make a difference. They let the time clock run out. The kick was good. They get the 5-yard penalty. It's blocked. That's the difference in the game.
So the Bulldogs have the lead still after the blocked field goal.
He's looking at the clock. He's going to allow that 25-second clock to go all the way down.
Brian Hazelwood on to attempt what would be a 52-yard field goal. He's hit one from 53 this year.
Interesting, his clock still has 15 seconds on it.
Kick, line drive. It's going to be short and no good. So Ole Miss holds. Both teams misfire on field goals here in the fourth quarter, and the Rebels are still alive with 2:12 to go and one timeout.
Boy, that's it.
Patrick's trying to rally the troops here. One last drive. Patrick looks, fires down the middle, and he overshoots his man. Looked like Hurd missed time to jump.
No, he did. He jumped too much.
Patrick that time. Second down and 10. Patrick slings it out. His tight end, Rufus French, makes the catch, but only picked up about 3 yards, and the clock rolls.
Yeah, that's not the play you want to do. You've got to throw it to him where he can get out of bounds. You've got that one timeout left. I believe they have one. Yes, they do have one timeout left. So you've got to hurry. Clock keeps on ticking down.
Patridge trying to call the play at the line of scrimmage. The cowbells ringing in the background. The Mississippi State fans urging the defense to make a stop. Patridge out to John Avery. Makes one man miss. What a run by Avery for a first down.
Now that stops the clocks while they move the chains forward. So now you got to hurry. You got 1:20 left. Avery, I don't want to lose my voice here, big guy.
You're getting pretty excited about all
man.
this.
Tell you, I love to see good offensive football. And Avery's, I'll just tell you, he's just special.
Yeah, that was a great move. Because he did not have the first down when he caught the ball. He put a juke on Tim Nelson.
Yeah, he thought about running out of bounds, but then just cut back upfield.
Clock stops for the marking of the first down, and now Patrick's back to work. Looking for somebody over the middle. Now he's got to get rid of it. Throws it away. Is there anybody in the area? Nope, and that's a penalty.
Now, is it a penalty for roughing him, or is it a penalty for throwing the ball? A penalty is throwing the ball.
Illegally grounding. There was nobody along that sideline, and he threw the ball to prevent a sack.
Yeah.
Baron Simpson running him down, and a crucial penalty here for Ole Miss.
Yeah, because Patridge came out of the pocket. There was no one there. He threw the ball to avoid a sack. That's the penalty.
Foul is intentionally grounding the ball by the offense. 5-yard foul from the spot of the foul. Also loss of bounds.
Watch this tail end right here.
Second down and a bunch. 23 to go. But of course, the Rebels, they've got to go to the end zone. Down 14-7. Patridge over the middle. And it's complete. What a catch.
Oh,
Andre Roan able to go in between two Bulldogs and pull it down.
Wow.
Kendall Roberson and Anthony Derricks right there. But Roan, great concentration. 29 yards on the pickup, and that's a first down. Clock stops with 52 seconds.
Boy, Bob, that's huge. It stops the clock while they move the chains. You've got a chance to make a call. You're up on the line. You've got first down. That was a huge play.
Now the clock will be wound as they mark the chains, and we go. Patridge again, pressured, and throws it away. Trying to swing it out to John Avery. Over his head, incomplete. Second down.
Boy, and I saw Rufus French right down the middle on the hash marks, and he looked, boy, what a big target he must have looked like to Stuart Patridge. You've got to go up to the big guys. You've got to find somebody deep. You've got a lot of time. 43 seconds is a lot of time from the 35, 36-yard line.
They'll go from the shotgun on second down. 10 yards to go. Patridge again firing on an out pattern. Got his man. Corey Peterson steps out of bounds. Stops the clock.
Boy, did he get the first down. He had to make about the 26-yard line to get a first down.
On the Ole Miss last possession, they had a field goal, but they didn't get it off in time. And then they went up, and the next time the field goal was blocked, and that field goal looms very large.
Well, it certainly does.
They marked the wall, and then they ran a couple of seconds off the clock.
That's what I think they're saying.
37 seconds.
37 seconds.
37 seconds.
Yeah, so they ran 7 seconds off the clock, and they're going to put them back up.
Well, that doesn't happen for the home team, does it? It's not supposed to happen to the away team. 37 seconds. You've got the ball on the 25-yard line. You've got first down. You still have a timeout left. You can get to about the 15. You've got 4 shots to throw it into the end zone.
Patridge looking to fire. He's got his man out of bounds. Rufus French. First down, Ole Miss.
Now Bobby's got 4 shots at the end zone. He found Rufus French, the big target. That really helps that they have stayed that time out.
3 wide receivers in. First down. They can get a first down if they can get it inside the run. Patridge looking into the end zone. Touchdown! Second touchdown of the day. Makes it a 1-point game.
Boy, and Tim Nelson had pressure from the outside. He was 1 step from getting Patridge. 1 step from getting Patridge. I think you go for 2 points in this situation.
Stuart Patridge, I think, is going to take the timeout. It's 14-13, Mississippi State.
Look at the pressure he's under from the outside. Look at this catch. Wide open. Andre Rome. Wasn't it Rome that made the big catch for the first down? 20-yarder, Bob?
Yes. Well,
1039 East County Line Road.
Tommy Somerville going to roll the dice and go for the win. His team down 14-13. Into the end zone. It's good. Corey Peterson. And the Rebels lead 15-14. Possession of the game and what might be their last possession.
And watch this bullet right on the ground. Bang! And look at right away he knew it. Patridge knew it right off the ground. And the interesting thing is that Peterson just right over. Well, they've got to make the 35-yard line to have a 53-yard field goal. So you've got to get somewhere 35 to 40-yard line to get in Hazelwood's distance.
Wyatt going to throw it long right sideline, and it's going to be intercepted by Timothy Strickland. Kevin Prentice was the intended receiver, but Strickland broke on the ball. Reception. And Ole Miss now can wind the clock down, only 3 seconds remaining.
And Bob, what happened to Matt Wyatt happens to a lot of quarterbacks. When you throw that out pattern, you cannot float the football. You've got to drill it. You see Jackie Sherrill saying you've got to drill the football in there. You can't float it in there. And that's exactly what happened to Wyatt. Now it's kneel down time, and boy, is there going to be a celebration in Ole Miss. And think of how we started this football game, the altercation, the big fight. We talked about the rivalry. It was huge.
Patridge going to touch it down, and the clock will roll. And the Ole Miss
Rebels score in the closing seconds to knock off Mississippi State 15-14. Both teams finish the season 7-4. Both teams now wait to see if they get a bowl bid.
Sitting hard by the banks of the Tennessee River is 107,000-seat Neyland Stadium, home of the Tennessee Volunteers. And a festive atmosphere has surrounded the stadium all day as Vols fans gear up for their annual showdown with the Florida Gators. The Tennessee players made their traditional walk across campus and arrived confident that this will be the year they end their 5-game losing streak against the Gators. It's number 2 Florida and number 6 Tennessee. Hit on Johnson. Now it's Palmer at quarterback from midfield. A lot of time. Deep down the middle. Man open. Intercepted. The ball underthrown, and Deion Grant picked it off. Looked like a one-handed catch over the middle. Palmer had a man open behind the defense, but the ball was short, and Grant got it.
You want to see a guy play free safety in the middle to perfection. Watch number 7, Deion Grant. And the interesting thing about that is Deion Grant was one of those players that Mike Mayock referred to who had to leave the game because of cramps. Florida has a wide open receiver down the middle. And Deion Grant with the one-handed interception. Unbelievable play.
Nafis Kareem, the intended receiver, he was open, but Grant, a
field position. He doesn't have good field position here.
Many of the fans booing, but if he had thrown an interception or there had been a fumble that led to a Florida score that won the game, they'd want to lynch Philip Fulmer.
Well, they'd be booing a lot louder than they are now. There's a few boos, but they'd be really booing.
They were deep in their own territory. Just over a minute when they got the ball. Inexperienced quarterback who has not been accurate in 2 games. I think he did the right thing. Martin drops back, looking toward the end zone, throwing toward the end zone too long into double coverage, looking for Cedric Wilson. And that feeling undoubtedly being experienced by his veteran players who have been through the losses to Florida in the past. Martin again going for the end zone, and it is batted away by Doc Pollard. Peerless Price, the intended receiver. How about this strategy, coming out throwing twice into the end zone? An advantage Tennessee would seem to have. They have a more proven field goal kicker in Jeff Hall, one of the best in the nation. Florida's kicking situation very uncertain. Martin scrambles, flag down. Looked like there was holding in the middle of that offensive line. Martin went down short of a first down at the 17-yard line, but there seemed to be a hold.
Sean, this is going to be a tough call against Tennessee. The center, Spencer Riley, he had a takedown.
Holding offense. Penalties 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Repeat, 3rd down.
Oh boy. And this puts him in. Watch number 68, the center, Javon Curse on the rush, and he just took him down. It's a good call by the official.
No question. Had him by the face mask.
Jeff Hall has a chance to at least put 3 points on the board.
Disaster in overtime, and Fulmer's critics might question the 2 play calls to start this overtime, coming out throwing into the end zone.
Well, certainly, the first play of the game, of the overtime, you go for, 1st and 10, you can throw a play-action pass. You figure they've got 8 guys up there, position to kick a field goal. You've got to get some points out of here.
Martin runs. He's in field goal range. He's back to the 24-yard line.
Good job by T. Martin saving the day there. They did run inside routes. They tried to put some receivers in the middle so T. Martin could throw in there. They were covered well. Martin did a great job pulling the ball down and at least gave Jeff Hall a makeable kick.
Jeff Hall, one of the best in the nation, senior captain of this Tennessee team, kicked the game-winning field goal at Syracuse 2 weeks ago. This will be a 41-yard try to give Tennessee the lead in overtime. Out of the hold of Benson Scott. That kick is right down the middle. And what a big 14-yard scramble by T. Martin. He moved them from the 38 to the 24, and at least Tennessee got points. No points would have been disastrous in all likelihood, and now Florida knows it needs a field goal on its possession to keep the game alive, a touchdown, and Florida wins. This noise now. Doug Johnson, the quarterback. Under pressure, he dumps it off, caught, gain of 4. Terry Jackson on the receiving end. Eric Westmoreland made the tackle.
John, and watching Steve Spurrier's teams play the last 2.5 years, they're good in this area of the field. They really attack in. It's going to take everything Tennessee's defense has to keep them out of that end zone for a touchdown, because they work every inch of that playing field.
Jesse Palmer with Jackson alone back. They hand it off to Travis Taylor. And he is out of bounds at the 15. If he reached the 15, it's a first down. Raynoch Thompson knocked him out of bounds. All he had to do was get to the 15-yard line, and he did. First down, Florida, so a new set of downs. 3 points to tie and force a second overtime. A touchdown wins it for the Gators. And you know Spurrier, with a shaky place-kicking situation, doesn't want it to come down to a field goal try. Doug Johnson.
They like the fade route down here, Sean. They like to run post corners.
Johnson throws it toward the end zone. Incomplete. Travis Taylor, the receiver. Steve Johnson, the coverage.
And that's exactly what Travis Taylor ran. He ran a post corner route. He's the inside
defensive back, some contact, some hand checking downfield. That's been consistent. These officials have done an excellent job. It hasn't been an easy night to be the officials, with a lot of flags.
You got Travis McGriff and Travis Taylor on the same side. It's hard to cover those two guys.
2nd and 10. A blitz up the middle. The pass incomplete. Al Wilson having a monster night for Tennessee. Put the hit on Palmer.
Al Wilson comes right up the middle again.
And he has asked for a timeout again to talk about this big third down play. 3rd and 10 upcoming. Tennessee leads in the first overtime. Doug Johnson is the quarterback on 3rd and 10. 4 wide receivers spread the field. Johnson toward the goal line, incomplete. He threw short of Travis Taylor. Now the question is, A, will it be a field goal try? And if so, which field goal kicker will it be? The situation is that uncertain for Florida, who converted earlier, the only attempt of the season by Florida. From 32 yards, that kick is no good! Tennessee wins! Somewhere in the bedlam is Mike Mayock with Philip Fulmer. Cooper, who was their place kicker for most of last year, the senior from Jacksonville, called upon to try the field goal that would have extended it to a second overtime. Their other place kicker is Jeff Chandler. They've been alternating with PATs all year, but Chandler, a freshman, has never tried a field goal in a college game. So Cooper, the logical choice, and he just hooked it wide left.
Two of the legendary players in the Southeastern Conference, Heisman Trophy winner Steve Spurrier and All-American Mike DuBose of Alabama now will compare wits as head coaches today. As in our Bell South SEC Game of the Week, the Alabama Crimson Tide hosts Florida at the newly expanded Bryant-Denny Stadium. Will this be one that we'll remember for years and years? Fourth down, Alabama. The game riding on this play.
Everybody get in tight, get penetration, and stop 11 up front.
Jackson puts his head down. I don't know.
No way.
I don't think he made it.
No, he had to make the 25. Bobby didn't make it.
Cornelius Griffin got there. They're going to measure this one.
They can measure all they want, but I think Alabama's going to have a reason to cheer. They're going to get the football back, but only 45 seconds on the clock.
Travis Carroll said they didn't make it, and now the officials say they didn't make it. And a standing ovation by the Alabama fans and the head coach, Mike DuBose.
Well, Bob, if I'm Bob Stoops, it's my team out there, the defensive unit, and that's what Florida has the strength in.
28 seconds, Bob Stoops. And Steve Spurrier trying to pull one out in Tuscaloosa. These teams have had some memorable games down through the years. Met 4 times in the SEC championship game. Now they meet here in Tuscaloosa during the regular season. Alabama trying to pull off the upset. They got a long way to go. Foul. Frankson got a man open. Calvin Hall makes the catch from the 32-yard line. Now they've got to get to the line of scrimmage. The clock stops while they move the chains. Calvin Hall makes the play behind the Florida secondary. And now with 19 seconds to go, Alabama's going to have a couple of shots to the end zone.
Bob, he fell down on his own. He was wide open. I mean, we're talking about wide open. Got to throw to the end zone now. You got 19 seconds. You got enough time.
Cal's going to spike it to stop the clock. They set the change. They wind the clock as soon as they're set. 19 seconds to go.
Now you got to get up on the line of scrimmage. Just as soon as they snap it.
He's going to throw it, and it's intercepted. It's intercepted by Tony George. Instead of spiking the ball, Sal tried to throw it out of bounds, and it was intercepted by Tony George.
Well, George, I thought it was the old pump and go where he tried to fake it to him and then went long, but he threw the ball right to Tony George. Great coverage by Tony George. Watch this, right up to the top of your screen, right there. Bang, he's going to just sit right there. Right there, he throws it. He threw it more to Tony George than he did anyone else. That's not the play that you needed. They needed to go long. They had to pick up first down yardage.
Well, they wanted it. Steve Spurrier 6-1 now as the head coach in this series, but I'll tell you what, he knows he was in a ball game today.
Boy, he was.
And Florida wins it today over Alabama 16-10. And so Florida takes it and survives this test here in Tuscaloosa.
He's setting up Big Dennis Johnson. The end over on the near side. Tyler out of the shotgun from the 16. Blitz coming up the middle. Tyler trying to get away. Breaks a tackle at the 15. 10. We're all even if they convert on the extra point.
Joel, that was a planned quarterback draw. It had no reason to succeed at all. They had safeties coming up the middle. They had the blitz. They had him nailed for a loss. What great feat on the part of Tyler to escape that and go in untouched. Not untouched, rather, but able to go in standing up. Great play by Tyler. Great individual effort.
He ran it in on their previous score. Short side of the field on an option where he held on to it. Now the equalizer. So many problems on extra points for both teams tonight. Danny Boyd gets into it, and it is all even in Death Valley.
The adage is that you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz, and certainly in this case, they come with the house. There you can see Zerker, the free safety, has him. No, he doesn't. Then McCree doesn't have him. Now he's up there. The blitzers have come from center field. There's nobody left in the secondary. Tyler with bruised rib and all, taking the beating. He has really taken some shots in this game from things right there. Hal Mummy, the pressure is on to say, how much do you trust Couch here at the 22-yard line? You've got the best quarterback in college football, and 1:14 left. Are you going to take a shot and get down the field, or are you going to run the clock out?
It is second and 14, and they'll run it. Anthony White chopped down in a hurry. He's shy of the 24. Well, Kentucky played an overtime game last year. They won it on October 4th over Alabama. They won it at home 40-34. They haven't been able to over the last couple of seasons. 3rd and a dozen.
Well, if the baseball adage applies here, Joel, when you're at home, you play to tie. When you're on the road, you play for the win.
They'll give it on the reverse. McCord to the 25-30. He's got the first down. What a time for a call. He may go. He takes it back to the 45. He's got the first down.
Look at Couch.
Couch wanted to block downfield.
You see number 2 come into the screen.
And a flag at the very end of the play by Couch. 39 yards on the reverse. They ran a reverse in the first play of the entire game against South Carolina for an 80-yard touchdown. Now, was there a face mask at the end?
Foul is an incidental face mask by the defense during the run. The penalty will be 5 yards from the end of the run, yardage resulting in a first down.
Well, just as we're sitting here second guessing, watch everybody is going to go here because of the fake. Now the reverse comes around. There's nobody here, and McCord shows his great speed. Now take a look at the quarterback. Watch Couch come downfield. McCord with his great speed is there, but here, watch number 22. He's going to get in the play. He's going to hustle. Hey, man, maybe I can get a block. Look at him hustling downfield trying to get a block. What a tremendous call by Hal Mumme.
Couch from under his own center to the tight end. First down inside the 20 to Jimmy Haley. Only his second grab of the night. What a huge one.
And what a great arsenal, Joel, that they have over there on the sidelines. Hal Mumme always says, we only have 10 or 12 basic plays. Yeah, okay. Don't kid a kidder. Here they go with the reverse comeback. When was the last time in this particular game that you remember seeing the tight end go on a short corner? And the answer is never. He pulls that out at this point because he knows he's going to get man-from-man with the outside backer. That's a mismatch because his 2 tight ends combined for the most catches of tight ends in the nation.
No, they come to the line. We have a stoppage as they reset the chains. Now, don't forget, with that 1 timeout left for Hal Mumme and 30 seconds remaining on the clock, they're already in field goal range for Seth Hansen. He hasn't tried one tonight. His career best, a 41-yarder. Mumme can run it to the middle of the field to set it up for his place kicker.
Yep, he can. He can.
Couch now 37 of 50 for just 391 yards. Another average night.
And what was it at the top? 36 of 51 for 399, right?
His
so
average.
37. Wow.
Guys right on par. Tied at 36. The opportunity will be there for Hansen if they don't turn the ball over. Now he's got the fullback Simon, who doesn't carry the ball, in front of White and is split and offset to the left backfield.
Joel, you talk about that. You talk about the fact that, yes, they can run the ball, and this probably would be a good opportunity to do that. Nonetheless, Hal Mumme is very unpredictable. For a guy that goes for it on 4th down nearly 50% of the time, who knows?
What about the call in the reverse? White up the middle. Gets it to the 16.
Now here's the call right here if they want to do it, but it appears that what they're going to do is they're going to let the clock go down and take their chances with a 32-yard field goal. Right there, Joel, Couch could fake and go bootleg and go in for the touchdown. Everybody is jammed in the middle of the field. He's going to let it go down. Going to put it all on this one kick.
So they use their final timeout with 3 seconds left.
With the kick.
He had an extra point blocked already. It was returned for 2 points early in the 3rd quarter for LSU. This for the win for the Kentucky Wildcats. He's got the distance, and Kentucky has beaten LSU.
How excited was that young man? The minute he kicked it, he threw his arms up and he knew it was good. And all of the things that you just talked about, Joel, came to fruition on that one kick. Kentucky has instant credibility by winning in Death Valley, beating a quality opponent on the road. Just a great opportunity for those Kentucky Wildcats. And that man right there, Hal Mumme, who is arguably, maybe except for Tubby, the most popular man in Lexington.
He just got about 1,000 pounds off his back. He had a huge one on his back, and it's finally lifted with a 39-36 win over LSU.